Hello, Kamato class! Welcome back sa isa na namang pagtuklas ng aralin sa mathematics, which is all about the sixth trigonometric ratio that is being presented. And that trigonometric ratio will be used in our discussion. To begin, let us work on with this triangle and consider this symbol. So particular na tayo kapag nakakita ng symbol na to, ibig sabihin, the measure of that angle is 90 degrees. So ibig sabihin, ito ngayon ay tatawagin nating right triangle. Because a right triangle is a type of triangle that has 190 degrees angles. In addition, trigonometry is based on right triangles and the relationships between their sides and angles. Later on, with our example, we will try to work on with finding sides and angles of the right triangle. Last, it is also important that we are particular that the longest side of a right triangle is the side opposite the 90 degrees angle. So kung ito ang 90 degrees angle natin, hence ito yung opposite side at yan yung longest side of a right triangle, which is known as the hypotenuse. To continue, let us work on again with this right triangle. With that, we can define sixth trigonometric ratio. Just think about the right triangle ACB. We allow theta to represent angle B. So this is our angle B. Again, this is our angle B. And consider that that is our angle theta. The side opposite this angle B or opposite angle theta is this side, which is called a side V, and that side B is what we call the opposite side of angle theta. On the other hand, this side, which is represented by A, is adjacent side because this A is adjacent to this angle theta. So sana nasusundan natin. And lastly, na-mention na natin kanina that this side which is opposite 90 degrees angle is the longest side, which is represented by C, and that is called as the hypotenuse. Okay, so to clarify something, kapag small letter yung nakikita natin, that represent the sides of the right triangle. At kapag pinag-uusapan naman natin yung capital letters, that represent the vertex of the triangle, and that is the name also of the angles. This is angle A, this is angle B, and this is angle C, which is the right angle of the right triangle. So because we are particular with the different sides of the right triangle, we can now go on with the sixth trigonometric ratio. At para mas madali nating matandaan ang sixth trigonometric ratio, ito lamang ang ating tatandaan. So, ka, towa. This so, ka, towa represent the three basic trigonometric ratio. Alamin natin kung ano yon. Ang una ay sine theta. Sine theta is the ratio of opposite over hypotenuse. This S from so is sine, O is the opposite, and H is the hypotenuse. Again, that's so from sine theta. Next to sine is cosine theta. which is the ratio of adjacent over hypotenuse. From K, C stands for cosine, A stands for the adjacent, and H stands for the hypotenuse. Again, K represents the cosine theta. Next is TOA, which is tangent theta. T for tangent, O for opposite, and A for adjacent side. Hence, TOA is tangent theta. On the other hand, meron pa tayong tatlong trigonometric ratio which is reciprocal of the basic trigonometric ratio. So, at para mas madali nating matandaan, ang reciprocal naman ng sine theta, ng cosine theta, tangent theta, ito naman yung ating tatandaan. Cho, Shakaw. So, ito naman ang nagre-represent ng another trigonometric ratio. Ang pang-apat ay cosecant theta is the ratio of hypotenuse over opposite. C for cosecant, H for hypotenuse, and O for opposite. Next is SHA, which is secant theta, which is the ratio of hypotenuse over adjacent. S for secant, H for hypotenuse, and A for adjacent. The last is COW, which is cotangent theta is the ratio of adjacent over opposite. C for cotangent, adjacent for A, and opposite for O. Again, just be particular with SOHCAHTOA and CHOSHCAHTOA for us to easily remember the 6 trigonometric ratio. And knowing about the 6 trigonometric ratio, let's begin working with the different conditions that we are about to use to solve for the sides and angles of right triangle. And here are the 4 conditions that you have to be very particular. The first condition is solving a right triangle with the length of the hypotenuse and the length of one leg as the measure. Hypotenuse and one leg ang given sa condition na ito. Next is solving a right triangle with hypotenuse length and one acute angle measurement. Sukat ng hypotenuse at sukat ng isa sa acute angle ang given naman sa condition na ito. Third condition, solving a right triangle of one leg's length and one acute angle measurement. So, isang measure ng leg at isang measure ng acute angle ang given naman sa third condition. And the last condition is solving a right triangle with two legs of different length. So this time around, dalawang legs naman ng triangle or right triangle ang given. Aalamin natin isa-isa ang mga condition na yan with an example. But with this video, we will concentrate with condition 1 and condition 2. So magkakaroon tayo ng part 2 video para sa condition 3 at condition 4. So let's begin. The first condition is solving a right triangle with the length of the hypotenuse and length of one leg as the measures. Let us work on with this problem. Triangle ACV is a right triangle with a right angle of C. Find angle A, angle B, and side V if C is equal to 15 and A is equal to 6. Give your answer to the nearest 2 decimal places. So, let us illustrate first the problem given. So, ito yung triangle ACV na binabanggit natin dito. So, alamin natin yung mga given side. Side C, ito yung ating angle C opposite. So, ito yung side C natin which is 15. Next is A which is equal to 6. So, ito yung angle A natin, opposite that angle. Ito yon. Ito ngayon yung A which is equal to 6. So, ano ang hinahanap natin? Find angle A. Nasaan ang angle A? Ito yung angle A. Hanapin din natin ang angle B. sukat naman ng angle na ito yung hanapin at side B. So, ito yung angle B, ang opposite niya ito ngayon yung tatawagin nating side V. So, one at a time, isolve natin. To find angle A, so para ma-solve natin ang angle A, so ang aalamin natin ay kung ano sa 6 trigonometric ratio yung pwede nating gamitin para ma-solve ito. Usually, yung basic trigonometric ratio yung ginagamit natin. So, para mas maging malinaw, ang titignan nyo, ano yung given sa problem o ano yung given sa right triangle. So, kung titignan natin, A and C yung given. So, dahil lang ating tinatanong ay sukat ng angle A, so ibig sabihin, dito tayo magko-concentrate. Ito yung angle na hinahanap natin. So, ano ng angle A yung given? So, ito ay opposite niya. Dahil ito yung angle, opposite niya tong A. Tapos, ito naman ay hypotenuse. Batay sa 6 trigonometric ratio, ano ang trigonometric ratio na may opposite at hypotenuse? At yun ay sine. So, which is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So, opposite tsaka yung hypotenuse. Bakit A? Dahil A yung isosolve natin. Kaya we represent that as sine A or this angle A ang hinahanap natin. Then afterwards, next thing to do, palitan muna natin what represent opposite is A and what represent hypotenuse is C. Then isa-substitute na natin yung value ni A at value ni C. So si A ay 6 at si C ay 15. Then you are going to divide 6 divided by 15 and that is equal to 0.4. Again, sine A is equal to 0.4. So gamit ang scientific calculator, so hahanapin na natin si sine A. So meron tayong makikita sa scientific calculator na sine, then we are about to work on with this. At ito yung magiging sagot natin. That A or angle A is equal to 23.58 degrees, round up to the nearest 2 decimal places or hundredths. So, nakuha na natin ngayon ang measure ng angle A, solve naman natin ang measure ng angle B. To find angle V, so we can do the same process kanina. So, ito naman yung isosolve natin, angle B. So, ito yung nakuha na natin kanina. So, sukat ng angle B, titingnan din natin kung ano pa rin yung given. So, ito pa rin yung given, si A at si C. Pero, ano na ni angle B si A? Hindi na siya opposite kasi siya ngayon ay adjacent na ng angle B. So, ito ay mananatiling hypotenuse. Pero, itong side A ay magiging adjacent side ng angle B. So, adjacent at hypotenuse yung given. And that represent by cosine. So, cosine is the ratio of adjacent over hypotenuse. So, B yung gagamitin natin kasi B yung hinahanap natin. That represent this one. So, again, palitan na natin sa adjacent ng A at si hypotenuse ng C. So, cosine B is A over C. So, substitute na natin. So, A is 6 and C is 15. So, pag dinivide, syempre yun pa rin yung katulad kanina. Pero this time around, gamit ang scientific calculator, cosine naman yung hanapin natin, which is equal to 66.42 degrees, round up again to the nearest 2 decimal places. So, pwede natin yung gamiting process, but we can also work on with another process in solving for angle B, since nakuha na natin yung angle A kanina. Sabi natin, yung angle A kanina, yung unang explanation ay 23.58. Since we are talking of angle B as we look for, so alam naman natin na si angle A at si angle B, pag inad yan, 90 degrees. Tandaan, sa right triangle, yung dalawang acute angle, the measure of that is always 90 degrees pag inad. So, dahil may sukat na tayo ni A, pwede natin kunin si angle B. So, ilipat na natin si angle A dun sa kabilang side. Copy angle B, copy angle 90 degrees. So, ito lipat sa kabilang side. Magiging minus. So, pwede na nating i-substitute yung 23.58 sa angle A. So, ayan, i-substitute. At pag minus ito, angle B is equal to 66.42 degrees. Same answer. So, you can do any of the process kung saan kayo mas madadalian. So, nakuha na natin si angle A, si angle B. Hanapin naman natin ang side B. To find side B, gagamitin naman natin ang Pythagorean theorem. Bakit Pythagorean theorem? Kasi sa right triangle, we can apply Pythagorean theorem. So, ang Pythagorean theorem natin, to recall, ay a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. A is given, c is given. So, papalitan na natin yon. A is 6, ito yon, kaya 6 squared. B wala, kasi yan yung sinasolve. And C is 15, ito yon. Then 6 squared means 36. So copy this, B squared, and 15 squared means 225. Then, tuloy natin. Lipat natin yung 36 sa kabilang side. Hence, B squared is equal to 225 minus 36. So pag minus ito, 189. Alisin ang squared nito by putting the radical symbol. Pag nilagyan na ng radical symbol, mawawala na. So, gamit ulit ang calculator, kunin ang square root ng 189, and the answer is 13.75. So, yun naman yung magiging sukat ng side B. So, sana na-get natin ang pagkuha ng angles A and B and side which is V with this condition. So, let's work on with the next condition. Next condition, solving a right triangle with the hypotenuse, length, and one acute angle measurement. Like this problem. Triangle ACB is a right triangle with a right angle of C. If C is 24, so yun yung hypotenuse, and angle B is 68 degrees, yun yung acute angle measurement, find angle A, B, and A. So, ito yung angle, ito naman yung side. Illustrate ulit natin. So, if we have ang triangle ACB, so given na itong C, which is 24, given din ang angle B, which is 68. So, ito yung 68 degrees. Find angle A, ito yon. Then, side B, ito yung side B. So, ito naman yung side A. Balikan natin, kung ito yung angle A, yung opposite yun yung side A. Kung ito yung angle B, yung opposite yun yung side B. So, syempre yung C, ito yun. Okay, so, isa-isayin ulit natin i-solve. To find A or angle A, so again, we're talking for angle A here. To find angle A, dahil given na si angle B, so katulad nung example kanina, angle A plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Again, in a right triangle, yung dalawang acute angle, pag ina, that's 90 degrees. So, dahil hinahanap natin si angle A, so si angle B ang ilipat natin sa kabilang side, kaya magiging minus. So, angle A is equal to 90 degrees minus 68 degrees. Sinubstitute natin ito. So, pag minus ito, answer is 22 degrees. Therefore, angle A is equal to 22 degrees. So, 22 degrees ngayon ito. Okay, sana nasusundan natin. This time, ang isosolve naman natin ay B. So, aalamin natin ang sukat ng side B. Ito yon. And to find B, so ang aalamin naman natin ay ano yung side na given, which is this one, side C. At syempre, kailangan natin to. Kasi yan yung hinahanap natin ng measure. At given din yung angle B, which is 68 degrees. So, yung hinahanap natin na side, which is B, ay opposite ng angle B. At syempre, hypotenuse pa rin ito. Opposite at hypotenuse ang pinag-uusapan, kaya siya ay sine. Kasi sine theta is the ratio of opposite over hypotenuse. Syempre, ang ginagamit lang natin ay B kasi yun yung given angle. So, then afterward, isa-substitute na natin ang opposite ay B, ang hypotenuse ay C. So, substitute lang natin para we are particular na itong B ay ito at yung C pwedeng palitan ng 24. Siyempre, ang angle B which is sine B ay pwedeng palitan ng 68 degrees. Okay, so after getting that, ang next natin gagawin, dahil we are looking for the value of b, pwede na ngayon natin i-multiply both side. Multiply both side by 24. So, lagay natin dito 24 sa kabilang side. Lagyan din natin ng 24. Para ma-cancel na to, at saka ito. So, ang matitira na lang ay b. Ito yon, which is equal to 24 times sine 68 degrees. Pagkatapos, titignan natin ito sa scientific calculator. So, at ang sine 68 degrees sa scientific calculator ay 0.9272. So, sa 4 decimal places natin, i-round off. Then, after that, i-multiply nyo lang to. So, 24 times 0.9272, that is equal to 22.25. Hence, yan yung sukat ng side B. Okay, sana na-get natin. Pero may isa pa tayong isosolve. Nakuha na natin ang angle A, side B. So, yung A naman. To find A, so ito naman yung isosolve natin A. So, ibig sabihin, ito naman yung kailangan natin. Again, this side is adjacent to this angle. So, adjacent at given na itong hypotenuse. So, adjacent at hypotenuse, that is cosine. So, cosine is the ratio of adjacent over hypotenuse. So, B uli, kasi angle B yung given. So, palitan natin yung adjacent ng A. Siyempre, ang hypotenuse ng C. So, we have this. Then, pwede na natin i-substitute yung may value. Ang angle B ay 68 degrees. Ang A ay mananatiling A kasi sinosolve natin at ang C ay 24. So, we have this. Then, the same process, i-multiply natin both side by 24. So, lagay natin. Multiply both side by 24. Para ma-cancel out ito, ang matitira na lang ay yung A ay equal sa 24 times cosine 68 degrees. Ito yon. Gamit ang scientific calculator, hanapin ang value ng cosine 68 degrees. Ito yung mangyayari, 0.3746. So, kinopya yung A, copy 24, multiply it by this, at ang result is 8.99. So, ang sukat ng side A ay 8.99. So, natapos na natin ang dalawang kondisyon. Hope subaybayan nyo ang ating part 2 para sa susunod nating video presentation. That's all, Kamato class. God bless us.